Hello everybody and welcome to this video featuring Final Fantasy VII The First Soldier. Today we are going to be talking about the patch notes. They are coming December 17th. They were released on the official website and we're going to take a look at them. As always, I am Mr. Koala. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow on my various social media accounts. Let's get into today's video. Now, I'm not going to go over all of the patch notes because it is a long post and that would make this video far too long. What I will say is it's broken down into two sections, the dev blog and the actual notes. In the dev blog, it is very important. I think that if you guys plan on being a part of this community and a part of this game for a long time, you should make sure you make your way over and read this. It addresses the current problems and says, hey, keep giving us our feedback. We're going to keep making this game better. It's a good read. Go ahead and check it out. As far as bug fixes, crashes, this is something that I see all over the place. I've seen it posted as comments on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere there could be a comment. People are saying that it's crashing so much that they can't play it. It's good to see that they're addressing this and that they're going to continue to improve the stability in order to bring those crashes down. From there, we have controller bugs. This is something that has affected me. I currently have a bug where sometimes it thinks I'm aiming down sight when I'm not aiming down sight. And there's other times where I'm using my materia, and then I let it go, and it still thinks I'm holding the modifier. And then I go to shoot, and I get a fireball. It blows up in front of me, and I'm dead. It's unfortunate. It's good to see that they're continuing to address it, and they're making more and more available. Increased frame rate is good for streamers as well as players. You want your game to look as good as possible. They're still working towards that. There are two things that I really want to touch on coming up here. That is adjustments to movement. Currently, there's a thing similar to like a slide cancel in other games where you get slowed down when you start shooting. And in order to cancel that animation, people are switching guns or they're jump attacking. And that's both are animation cancels. And they're saying in this section here, they don't want that to be a necessity in the game. They want it to be available to everybody, whether you're on controller or mobile. And some of these movements are easier on one than the other. And taking those things out of the game is very good. It's going to make it a more competitive, fair game for everybody. Not just the people who have the better controller or the better screen or vice versa or what have you. I know that at the top end, there's still going to be some incredible movement that has going to have some cancellation. And that's not who this is aimed at. This is aimed at the general competitive field. And they're going to make it a lot more fair. All right, and then the other one I want to talk about that I think is going to be very good for me is the option for fixed view position when using Materia. I think that I have a trouble when, especially on mobile, when I'm like trying to use my Materia and I end up flinging it across the screen because I'm too far. I think if it fixes my camera in one position and I can pivot and move and shoot my thing, it's going to be a lot easier. And I think this is going to be a very interesting thing in a future patch. This isn't part of it now. This is just in the notes. I mean, in the dev blog. Something they're looking to add in going forward. Moving on down, I believe the next thing I want to talk about is the balance adjustments. Now, this is something I think everybody wanted. This is I'm not going to call it a nerf. I think it is a nerf, but I'm not going to call it a nerf. We're going to call it an adjustment because we don't know the numbers yet. Base stats reduced on attack and HP are the chocobos. That is a big adjustment for us. Those one-shot kicks are just too much to handle right now. And I think this is a step in the right direction. But I think the bigger change on this is the actions that require stamina will consume more stamina to perform. And I think that is what's going to change chocobos. Because I think the numbers aren't going to be the biggest difference in this patch. I think that the opportunity for counterplay is going to come when they use up their stamina. And the idea is going to be that if you're not stacking full stamina, you're going to run out of stamina. You're not going to be able to attack. And that's going to give the guy on the ground or the girl on the ground the opportunity to counterplay the chocobos. And I think that's what they're working for, is more counterplay options. Now, that same mentality kind of goes over to the next section I want to talk about, and that is sniper rifles. The first thing I want to say is people seem to be preferring the Gamma. I personally like the Gamma because it's a little bit stronger. But right now, you got the rate of increase fire on the sniper, on the Mark 5, sorry. And I think what that is going to do is give us 2 options in the sniper field, and that is, well, 3 if you count the legendary, but 2 options in the sniper field, and that's going to give us the option of a fast sniper or a powerful sniper, and it's going to be interesting to see those changes. Now, the big controversial thing is the headshot damage reduction and the base damage reduction. Now, I understand it's against the logic of I get shot in the head, I'm dead. I get that that's the logic, but this is a game, a competitive game, and we need counterplay. Now, there is some counterplay where if you're constantly moving, you're dipping, you're diving, you're dashing, you're using your movement, you should never get sniped. I think this is more aimed at giving us a counterplay when people are camping supply chests or camping chests and making it so that if you stop for even a second, you're out of the game. You don't even know where the snipe came from, and you're probably already clicking your button, and you click right through the screen. You don't even get to see who shot you, and it's unfortunate. And I think this is a step in the right direction to prevent situations like that that are going to make people not want to play this game. The community would fall. I think this is a good chance to make a competitive field more competitive. I really like this change. There was an increase in shotgun damage. I think that shotguns need a little bit more of that before they're going to be competitive. Let's move on to Materia. We have the ice crystal durability was increased. I think that may make us see a little more blizzards in play. It is used now, but it is very, like, it's one shot and it's gone, especially with a shotgun. I just had that happen the other day. I put down a blizzard, got shotgunned. Luckily, I put it down. Otherwise, I would have got shotgunned. But in this situation, I think it is a good change. The 2 I really want to talk about that I think are going to be strong are Bio and Thunder. I'm going to talk about Bio first because I think Thunder is going to be the bigger change. Poison gas emitted when the Bio ball lands can now penetrate walls. This is going to be really good for flushing people out of buildings. You put a Bio down and it goes through the wall, it's going to push them either into another side of the building or out of the building altogether. That gives you the counterplay. I said counterplay again. It gives you the option to either wait for them to come out or push in through them. And I think it's a good change to Bio. It's going to make it a lot more playable. I really like this one as well. The big change, though, is Thunder. Thunder no longer damages you or your teammates. This brings up Thunder's viability so much. We're going to be seeing Thunders put down everywhere. Warriors are going to put them down and dash into them, similar to the Comet situation. But the Comet, you have to get out. Now you're going to be able to put down a Thunder. You're going to be able to go in, get some damage from the Thunder, get some damage from your slashes. I am very excited for this as a Warrior main. Other than that, the changes we see down here are monsters are getting a little bit of a nerf. That way, I think it's going to streamline the early game and up the pace of the game a little bit, and I really like that. And then parkour sensitivity when initiating a wall climb is increased. That's a good change. I really do like that. That is all I am going to cover today as far as the patch notes. There's another little section at the bottom that's telling us that they're listening, they want more feedback, and they're going to continue to increase the stability and all-around gameplay of this game. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. As always, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow my various social media accounts. Thank you for watching.